Have you ever read that verse in the Bible, James 1:2, and just thought, seriously? It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations." Or in modern terms, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds. At first glance, that sounds a little insane, right? Joy? When life is throwing curveballs like unexpected bills, bad news from the doctor, broken relationships, or just overwhelming stress, it feels like the opposite of joy. But let's look closer. James is a genius here. He doesn't say the trials themselves are joyful. That would be absurd. The pain, the worry, the heartache, those things aren't fun. What he says is to count it all joy. That means it's a deliberate choice. It's an act of will, a decision we make, not an emotional reaction that just happens to us. James is shifting our perspective from what is happening to us to what is happening in us. So why would we choose joy in the middle of a storm? The verses that follow give us the answer. James explains that the testing of our faith produces perseverance, patience, and maturity. Think about it. In our modern world, everything is about instant gratification. We want instant coffee, instant downloads, instant success. The idea of waiting, of enduring, feels completely foreign, almost like a punishment. But God's economy is different. He's playing the long game. He isn't just interested in our immediate comfort. He's deeply invested in forging our character. Let's make this practical. Think about a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal is heated in a scorching fire, then hammered relentlessly. It's a violent, intense process. But it's not random destruction. Every strike of the hammer, every blast of heat, has a purpose: to strengthen the metal, to shape it, to make it useful and resilient. The trials in our lives are like that fire and that hammer. They feel intense, they can be painful, but they are not pointless. God is the master blacksmith, and He's shaping us into something stronger, more durable, and more beautiful than we were before. When you're facing that immense pressure at work, feeling like you can't catch a break, or when you're dealing with family struggles that seem to have no resolution. Maybe it's a deep sense of loneliness, or that crippling uncertainty about what the future holds. It's so easy in those moments to feel like God has disappeared, like He's forgotten you or just doesn't care. But the Bible tells us the exact opposite is true. He is not absent. In fact, He's closer than ever, working beneath the surface in ways we can't always see. He's strengthening your faith like a muscle under resistance. You don't get stronger by lifting something light. You get stronger by lifting something heavy that challenges you. So this idea of counting it joy is not about putting on a fake smile and pretending everything is fine. It's not about toxic positivity where we ignore our pain. Joy, in this biblical sense, is a deep, profound trust. It's the confidence that even when the circumstances are bad, God is still good. Even when life feels out of control, He is still in control. And even when it feels like nothing good could possibly come from this mess, He is still at work, weaving everything together for a greater purpose. The next time you find yourself in a trial, big or small, try this. Take a deep breath, and instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask God, "What are you trying to build in me?" This simple shift in perspective can change everything. It turns a stumbling block into a stepping stone. It reframes your pain as progress. It reminds you that your struggles don't mean God has forgotten you. On the contrary, they often mean He is actively building you. There are no shortcuts to this kind of growth, but there is also no wasted pain. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of perseverance is being used to shape you into the person He created you to be. Trust the process. Trust the blacksmith. Your trial is not the end of your story. It's a vital part of your transformation. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us navigate life with faith. See you next time.